I've seen the biggest Guitar Hero cheater. Oh, Karl covered him. That's why people are talking about him again. Yeah, I saw this on Reddit like 2 weeks ago. He also collected bounties from it. We can watch it though. I always like the way Karl tells the stories. Plus, the original one was only 3 minutes.
Hello, you absolute legends. The year is 2011, and this is me balancing a Guitar Hero controller on my chin.
Whoa!
The controller wasn't mine. It belonged to my housemate, and truth be told, this was the most action the controller had seen in a long time. And I vividly remember us dueling against one another trying to get the highest score. The fun
this was
never
big.
seemed to last for long, however. Personally, I found it incredibly fun, but I never took
It was
seriously
more just
because I could play
oversaturation,
the
I
real
think.
thing. And ironically, the songs seemed easier to play on a real guitar than on the game. I have never followed Guitar Hero and wasn't really aware of the kind of accomplishments people had performed
Jesus
in the
Christ.
game. The things some of these players can do with their fingers boggles the mind. And one of the best players in recent years, maybe even the best, was a player by the name of Shmooey. Shmooey was a level beyond what anyone had ever seen, perfectly playing through the most difficult of songs, and often
But he wasn't
at double
doing
or
it
even triple the
legitimately.
speed they were meant to be played.
In
Some of
Tier
his
1
accomplishments seemed
antics?
inhuman, but Shmooey had been around for so long and had seemingly proven himself so many times that the thought of any trickery taking place was immediately brushed off. There were some red flags though. However, there was nothing concrete, and he was so trustworthy that any investigations were half-hearted and didn't result in anything meaningful.
Until now.
Then, a bombshell dropped.
When
In
L
December
got
of
on the case.
2021, Shmooey posted another world first, playing through the song 9 Patterns of Eternal Pain without missing a single note, something that no one else had ever done. Based on what he was actually playing on the guitar, he shouldn't have hit all of the notes, and sparked another investigation from several of the top players. This time, they were serious, and what they uncovered was one of the most prolific examples of cheating we've ever seen. Shmooey
No,
had
I'm
been
sure
faking
it's not
most
that
of his
bad.
accomplishments for years. In this video, we will take a look at this most recent example of
I
cheating
can't
and
believe
examine both the methodology used by Shmooey to fool his peers and also the mistakes he made that led
Thanks,
to his
User Michael.
ultimate demise. And when you do get lucky, you want to make sure you are looking your best, which is
Oh,
why
it's an ad.
you should be trimming and grooming your special area.
Manscaped.
When you do mess
Let's
around
go.
down there though, you need to be using the best tool for the today.
I was
While
gonna say, what does that have to
Guitar
do with Guitar
mania
Hero?
That was so prevalent in the
It's
late
like,
2000s
okay, I guess
has
I'm gonna have to
long
play Guitar
since
Hero to look
waned,
my best.
and the popularity of the game has seen a steady decline over the past 15 years. The
That shit is
competitive
ass.
scene of
I
Guitar
completely
Hero
disagree.
has seen somewhat of a resurgence since 2017.
Even before Manscaped sponsored,
This
I
is
really like their
largely in
products.
part to the
I think they're
release of Clone
fantastic.
Hero, which is a near-identical port of the game to
But
the
each their own,
PC.
man.
Clone Hero, while being an unofficial port, is extremely faithful to the original franchise, and was created essentially out of necessity due to the official PC port being horribly botched, featuring very low note limits and frequent crashes. Play well.
Actually, can someone... He might answer this. Can someone tell me what this is? You just hit, like, it open. Just strum while open. These things right here. These lines. It is just open strum. Okay. Because that's not in Guitar Hero, at least not from what I remember. That always confuses me when I watch those Clone Hero videos.
The game has 4 difficulties: easy with the least amount of notes and only requiring you to use 3 buttons, medium now
It's in the later
requiring
Guitar
the use
Hero
of 4
games.
buttons, hard
Well, like most people, I
utilizing
stopped
all
after
5
3.
buttons, and expert, which also requires 5 buttons and contains the most amount of notes. Guitar Hero makes things significantly simpler, with no need to worry about horizontal or vertical movement, but what it lacks in complexity, it makes up for in sheer speed. Without having to worry about everything else, this leaves people focused on a single goal: playing as fast as possible. Players reach stupidly fast speeds. Here are just a few clips to demonstrate what I mean.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn.
Oh my fucking god.
I did see this one floating around on Reddit when it happened.
So they need to speed it up to 200, 300, or even higher percentages in order to provide a challenge.
And it's a cool
Unless
flex.
they are custom songs, which are becoming far more popular thanks to the ease at which they can be made and played using Clone Hero. The pinnacle of achievement in these games is called a full combo, or FC for short. Playing through
It's about
an
button
entire
mashing and
song
not songs
perfectly
anymore?
without missing a single note or making
both.
any
What do you mean?
mistakes. The more
They still have to hit the
challenging
right
song,
notes.
I wanted to get an idea about how hard it is to full combo an entire song, so I downloaded the game and gave it a go. And a huge shout out to Katana Mods for sending me a guitar. I chose a song that was around 4 minutes long. It was immediately obvious that both expert and hard were going to be impossible. To FC any of
Ooh,
these
this is not a good
difficulties
look,
would
Karl.
surely take me months or even
Amateur.
years of practice. So I settled on medium, which is far
I haven't
easier,
played this game
and I
in
don't have to worry about moving my
10
hand
years,
around
but I bet I could
because it
FC
only uses 4 buttons.
at least one
Even
song
still,
an expert.
sections on this difficulty were hard to play, even after years of actual guitar playing under my belt. To
Do it.
you'll need to
I'll
wait
fucking
until
do
the
it.
end of the video.
I don't have a
Before
Guitar
that,
Hero here,
let's
though.
get
A
stuck
Guitar
into the cheating scandal
Hero,
that
Guitar
has
Hero,
rocked the entire community. Despite everything you're about to hear, Shmooey was and is a really good Guitar Hero player. He attended real meetups and played in person with real players. Being good doesn't make you any less likely to cheat. It does make these kind of situations more of a giant shame, because all of that time spent getting legitimately good is simply thrown away. Like all top players, Shmooey had been playing for years, though it would be in 2018 where he would really start to make an impression on the Guitar Hero scene, posting various montages of his best clips. One of his most impressive early videos was the song Don't Has AIDS in October of 2018,
What was that?
showcasing his impressive tapping skills. This caught the attention of the other top players who welcomed Shmooey into the community, where he would continue to share his videos and develop as a player. In June of 2019, Shmooey's full combo of the section Solo F in the song Supernovae was his first big break that really put him on the map and made everyone take notice.
Jesus
In September,
Christ.
one of the greatest players ever, Frith, was grinding on stream trying to FC the song Zoidberg's Revenge, which would have been a world first at
Cool
the
song.
time, when Shmooey came out of nowhere to snipe it. Shmooey wasn't just able to play songs perfectly with relative ease, but he could also do things that other people simply couldn't
Thanks, Resub.
physically do. He even managed to win himself a bit of pocket money in the form of bounties. Various people would offer up large amounts of money for whoever could FC difficult songs. Shmooey did very well for himself, scooping up thousands of dollars. By 2021, Shmooey was easily considered the best player in the world. The thing
I
that
do
Shmooey
wonder
was
what
able to
level he's
accomplish
at
were
without cheating.
unbelievable. And of course, whenever you start to do things this impressive, people start to become ever so skeptical. People start to play closer attention.
Yeah, the best
to
players
these
are the ones
minute
most likely to
details.
cheat, I
And
think.
it wasn't just
They have
Shmooey's
the most
skills that made a
incentive.
few eyebrows raise either. While he had provided video proof for all of his major achievements, there were some oddities in his videos that were definitely noticed. The first notable instance being a full combo of the song Madness March Kamikaze from June 2020. The webcam is particularly dark in the video, making it hard to see exactly what is happening, but the microphone was working just fine, and you can definitely hear the notes being tapped on the guitar.
Yeah, that sounds
This
pretty
song
pretty
had
good.
been FC'd before by the player ArchWK, and it was noted that Arch's tapping speed was much faster than Shmooey's. It seemed as though Shmooey wasn't
I
tapping
couldn't
quick
tell.
enough to hit every note. But ultimately, this isn't anything concrete, and nothing happened. He claimed he would show them in a voice call to prove it was possible, though that never happened.
Aw.
There were also a
He just
ton
got
of
busy.
weird stutters that would show up in
Threesomes and
various
shit.
videos. A tech FC is where they play each section separately and then put them together. It's more like a theoretical demonstration of what might be possible.
Like a segmented
but
run.
then, mere hours after uploading this incredible display of skill, the video was removed. Shmooey claimed this was due to a copyright strike, but people had noted that copyright strikes for this song hadn't happened in over a decade. Besides, at 250% speed, the copyright system doesn't even recognize the song. What is convenient,
True.
though, is that the people who did watch the video immediately suspected that the video of Shmooey playing seemed sped up. It's pretty crazy that legitimate accusations of cheating weren't levied earlier. However, there is still no concrete proof of cheating in any of these examples. They are weird and definitely suspicious, but not
I would
100% reliable.
To be fair, if this is the real footage, I would say you can absolutely with 100% certainty say that this is sped up. You can tell just by the way his body moves. Like, it is clearly in, like, fast forward. Like, it's super obvious. I think without a shadow of a doubt, you could say at least with this footage, it is post sped up.
Lost forever.
Like, just look at the way his arms move, like when he goes from strumming to
all
tapping.
Of these suspicious elements together makes it seem pretty crazy that legitimate accusations of cheating weren't levied earlier.
His clothes.
They are
Yeah, his
weird
clothes
and
too.
definitely suspicious, but not 100% reliable. He was still considered extremely trustworthy and was so involved with the community that any doubters would be fairly quickly shut down and shamed. And then it happened. In December of 2021, Shmooey would upload a video that changed everything.
Flew too close to the sun.
This wasn't just suspicious, this was blatant, and it would expose one of the
water.
most prolific cheaters in video game history.
Fuck, man, I spilled a lot of water on myself and now I'm upset. Damn you, Shmooey!
On the 15th of December 2021, Shmooey uploaded a world-first full combo of the song 9 Patterns of Eternal Pain. This song features some of the most difficult tapping patterns ever created, and Shmooey played through the entire thing flawlessly. Everyone was blown away at yet another unfathomable achievement.
This doesn't look nearly as hard as the other ones.
It's actually hilarious that no one noticed the glaring problem with this video, but it would eventually be spotted. First, something else was noticed. About a month later in early January, several of the top players were watching Shmooey's video in a Discord voice chat. Most notably was the player Jobu, who realized that during one of the later tapping sections, the technique that Shmooey was using was completely wrong. Unlike the previous example of Shmooey playing incorrectly, this was irrefutable. It was crystal clear that he was not hitting the notes he was supposed to be. The player Frith then reached out to Shmooey, asking him exactly how he played that particular pattern. Shmooey's response was both illogical and more difficult than what other players would have used. And also, it didn't even match the technique that was shown in the video. For 2 seconds at the very end, a Windows Media Player overlay appears on screen, indicating that this wasn't a live recording, but rather a screen recording of another video. Why on earth would Shmooey screen record an existing video? It also just so happened that his Through Fire and Flames Tech FC that had been supposedly struck down due to copyright had been saved by someone before it was removed, and they were able to get a copy to re-examine it in greater detail. Upon watching again, everyone seemed to agree that the webcam was sped up.
Well, I would hope so. I'm a fucking idiot, and I can tell you it's sped up. You can just look at his clothes. His clothes are literally defying physics. Like, there's 0% chance for argument that this is normal speed. Unless this man literally has the speed force in him like Barry Allen, it's very clearly sped up.
To confront Shmooey with everything suspicious they had found. Initially, Shmooey was adamant that everything was legit. He claimed that he needed to re-record a media player video through OBS because of rendering problems, which is why the overlay appeared on screen.
Why at the end is there a UI there for Windows Media Player?
Because whenever I recorded via video pad, the rendering is all fucked, and I had to re-record it on OBS.
He claimed that his techniques were definitely correct, and any discrepancies might be due to video or audio issues.
Makes sense.
However, as the call continued and pressure mounted, he finally confessed to a total of 4 faked videos.
The vid of Flames did get taken down by a strike, but I will say this is one of the few times in which I tried to do anything suspicious. Everything else that people are looking at is going to be
Shmooey.
You know, as far as I'm aware, legit. Okay? But I will say with Flames and a couple other ones that are primarily old, that I have done some suspicious and non-authentic stuff.
Shmooey! What has he said about this video? Is this him, co-founder of Infatuate? Oh, this is an NFT account. Oh, Shmooey didn't even get the Twitter account Shmooey. Unless he sold it to an NFT guy. Yeah, this is just a bored ape. What's his Twitter? Oh, I found it. He went private. It's no fun. At least just give a statement like, yeah, I faked it. Fuck you guys, I'm out.
The method used was splicing, which is one of the most prevalent ways people cheat in speedrunning. taking two different sections and using video editing to put them together, because it's
Takes
just
an
too
expert.
hard to do an entire thing perfectly.
Look
in
at
a
how well
single
he did
take.
this one.
The most egregious example was Through the Fire and Flames, which was spliced very poorly. You can see the score counter actually drop by 5,000 points at the splice. This was a massive error, which explains why the video was removed immediately. Splicing in Guitar Hero is a bit more complex, however, because the game has to match the webcam. If you splice the webcam, that is immediately obvious. So in order to get around this problem, you have to record the game footage separately and then fake a webcam video over the top. Shmooey stated in no uncertain terms that he only faked 4 videos and repeatedly stated that the video showing the Windows Media Player overlay was definitely real. But there was one more thing about the video that seems to completely debunk Shmooey's story. While Windows Media Player stopped 2 seconds before the end, the audio of Shmooey's microphone still continued.
Oh my god.
The only explanation for this is that he was recording his webcam video and microphone separately over the top of a pre-existing video. And as I just explained, that's exactly what you need to do if you want to fake a Guitar Hero score. You can examine everything and find out every tiny difference that may help uncover future or even current cheaters. With so much manpower devoted to this cause, if there were more faked videos, it was inevitable they would be uncovered. And boy, were they ever. On the 14th of January, a player by the name of Mariazzi uploaded a video where he compared the speed of Shmooey's videos side by side with his own game, and realized that Shmooey's game was running ever so slightly slow. This wasn't noticeable to the naked eye, but when you run it through video editing software, it becomes obvious. And it's not just the speed of the game either, it's the audio itself. Given that a song will always play at the same speed, and the notes are synced up to the song, there is no reason for the songs on Shmooey's videos to be playing slowly. They soon realized there was only one explanation. Shmooey had been using a cheat engine to slow down the game. He would play through songs at a much slower speed, which is obviously easier, and then speed the footage back up. But when he did so, it wasn't perfect, so there ended up being a slight deviation. This deviation could only be found through Shmooey's videos and no one else's. Through a full analysis, it was quickly realized that almost every single one of Shmooey's videos had been faked this way. More than 100 videos over a span of almost 3 years. In the following days, even more ways to detect speed hacking were found, confirming the conclusion multiple times over. And it wasn't just speed hacking. They knew that Shmooey liked to splice, so the goal was to create a concrete way of knowing if one had occurred. They accomplished this by using the light pattern around the score multiplier. The ring is only lit in this way if no notes have been missed, and the light pattern should always be the same every single time. If the light pattern moves or jumps in a weird way, not only is this indicative of a splice, but it means the song before the splice had been altered in some way. Clips like the Van Halen solo with crazy strumming I mentioned earlier in the video were re-examined. On January 15th, Shmooey uploaded a video, confessing that most of his videos were inauthentic.
Oh, so he
didn't go into any technical detail. 2 days later, he posted a twitlonger confirming that he used a cheat engine, splicing, and auto-strum. He also clarified that he played songs at 75% speed and then increased the video speed to 132.5%. The math here is slightly off, as he should have sped it up by 133.3% in order to correct it properly, which is why his tracks ended up being slightly slow. To his credit, shortly after his full confession, Shmooey also paid back all of the bounties he had won, totaling several $1,000s. He unlisted all of his videos on YouTube, privated his socials, and said it was time for him to go.
Hey, good for him. Wait, that's a good look.
This is definitely one of the worst cases of cheating I've ever seen, and one of the reasons for that is the relative scope of the effort Shmooey put into his faked videos when compared to the size of the community. There are a couple of exceptions like Asai, who has a very large YouTube channel, but generally there isn't much fanfare or popularity that comes with being the best at this particular game. And yet, Shmooey, over the course of several years, spent an ungodly amount of energy creating these fake scores with no real payoff. When a player invests countless hours into being the first person in the world to do something, and then someone else claims that achievement by cheating, they are effectively stealing all of that time from the other person who will never get it back. And even if later that person finds out they were in fact the first to do something, the moment is far less special. At the end of the day, cheaters are thieves, stealing time, stealing energy, stealing fame, and stealing dreams from everyone else. Now, what you've all been waiting for. Was I able to full combo a song? You're about to find out, but I will say that even though I was only playing on medium and the song was only 4 minutes long, I still felt a huge amount of pressure.
Hey,
Getting through an entire chart without making a single mistake is extremely nerve-wracking, especially at the end. Trying to do this relatively easy achievement really made me appreciate Guitar Hero players so much more. It's definitely something I could never do myself. However, I am happy to say I did get this run.
God damn! He's going in. He's transporting me back to 2011.
Oh boy, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
As
always, thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Good on him, Shmooey, for returning all the bounty money. I would have assumed he just fucking bounced. Said, alright, foiled again, I'm out ski. That was at least a good gesture from him. He went out with honor. Well, that's probably a little generous. I wouldn't say he went out with honor. He just at the very least tried to undo some of the damage he caused. Tracking his private jet. Oh wait, yeah, wasn't that at one of his talks? That was pretty old, right? I really thought this would just come up. Okay, what do I type in to find it? Oh, is it this?
He caught the billionaire's attention by tracking his private jet.
And as Fox 35's Larry Greenberg explains, the billionaire slid into the teen's DMs with an offer.
Imagine scrolling through your phone and Elon Musk slips into your DMs. UCF freshman Jack Sweeney didn't have to imagine it.
Good for him.
It was just crazy. I mean, the whole thing.
Thanks to Prime.
I couldn't believe it.
There's amusement.
Sweeney made the Twitter bot Elon Jet that tracks Musk's private jet and tweets his whereabouts.
Take this down.
Damn, just leaking the
he
DMs.
Really like the whole system, calling it primitive and everything.
Sweeney said no.
The exchange between the two of them gets
yeah,
really
5K
fun.
is
First,
ridiculous.
Elon Musk asks the teenager what he should do, and then he says, "I don't love the idea of being shot by a nutcase," which gives us a clue about Elon Musk's thoughts on being tracked.
To aggregate that info and make the bot, the account now has more than 100,000 followers.
I mean, I'm putting in so much work and time, and it's like something I enjoy doing. And like,
it's pretty impressive. Good for you, kid.
Like for a lot, for like how much I get out of it, and I enjoy doing it.
He boldly asked Musk to up the offer to 50K. No dice. The conversation died shortly after that. Sweeney realized Musk has added some privacy blocks on his jet, but no worries.
I mean, I still know how to track it.
And the Elon Jet account lives on. Lyra Greenberg.
50K is like a $20 bill to Elon Musk. Are you serious? He could ask for $500,000, and that is like negligible to Elon Musk wealth. I like that. Fucking strong arming him, I guess. Kid also asked for an internship. Good for him. Thanks. I'm assuming the internship was also shot down by Elon. Thanks for resub dime. It's a kid in college, and Elon won't spare 50K. I don't know why people look at him like a messiah, man. He's always been like that. What are you talking about? It's not like he's like a super generous guy. He just likes memes, so people found him to be really relatable. He's a prime rate chef. He's a con man. I wouldn't necessarily say a con man. He just overpromises everything. Like he's been saying, I saw that video on Reddit the other day. Elon Musk promises self-driving car every year for the last like 8 years, I think. Like full autonomy. What was that video called again? What the fuck was it? That's what a con man is. A con man is someone that doesn't deliver anything. Elon Musk is like a pseudo con man. He just overpromises everything that he does deliver. Oh, yeah, it is the third video. You're right. Did they change the title? Oh, no, this is just someone re-uploading it. Yeah, since 2015, he said in every single year since 2015, he said that full autonomy, full self-driving will be available next year. Since 2015. Oh, so what happened to the Cybertruck? Wasn't that shit supposed to come out like 2 years ago? Or was it last year? It was supposed to come out soon. It takes time. Yeah, we'll stop saying it's coming out next year then. Keeps getting delayed. Oh. I can't believe it. Epic back crack. Wow. Okay. Crack addicts. Cool. You said Y strap? Oh, this is the thing that looks like they're water skiing and they yank their neck back, right? It's like a ring dinger, but with an extra step. Yeah. It's a bootleg ring dinger. Yeah.
Keep your knees bent off. Good. I gotcha. Relax right there. There we go.
Holy fuck, people do that? Yeah, they do.
Just relax your arms and your hands on your stomach like that.
This is like a safer ring dinger. Safer, I'm using very loosely. Is based off of the timeless styles of advanced chiropractics. Yes, sir. Ring dinger. See, at least with the strap, it's not like a full-blown cupping of the skull and blasting it back. Not that either one of them are good, obviously, but the ring dinger is the final boss of decapitation. Ringed and dinged, baby. Alright, actually I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting tired. It's already like 2:30. 54th Street food review. Yes? Damn, Pokemon Go. What a blast from the past.
Yo. Yeah, we're right there. Also, I have a pretty interesting story to tell you.
Alright,
can I make a video of it?
Yeah, sure, if you want. Yeah.
Alright, swag.
I don't know how good I am on video, but you should have done it and not told me, and then it would have been like. Anyways, we're right there.
Alright.
Man, what the fuck is going on?
Alright, guys, this is Facesick. Well, this is my part of my Pokemon Go Let's Play series. Servers are fucking up again. Alright, just swipe right. Well, actually, don't look away.
Why did you recommend this?
Oh, wait, I think something's happening. Where's a person?
We're here at 54th Street, the one and only.
Yeah.
I'm gonna review this. It's pretty good.
That's all I needed to hear. Look up the bobbit fish. Terrifying worm snatches fish from the ocean floor. Not scared of it.
Waits.
Looks stupid.
With multiple mouth parts displayed, but the real nightmare remains unseen.
Oh.
Coiled, pent-up aggression as long as an arm. And some specimens grow to twice the length of a man.
Jesus Christ. What a disgusting creature. Get out of there, fish. No.
But fish
Idiot.
are fast, and the sand strikers
Now you
are
look dumb.
feeding blood if a shadow lingers.
What a stupid creature. Man, evolution just did some things dirty. It really did.
For the main course.
Whoa! Wait, it's eating a pufferfish? Isn't that the most poisonous animal on the planet? Oh, that was a lionfish. Oh.
Anything on
Not at all? No, we watched the whole video on a puffer, on the most toxic things on the planet. Pufferfish was like number 5. Even ahead of all of the man-made stuff, right? The most deadliest substances on Earth. Pufferfish was like number 5.
Can you imagine settling down to theory? Anything
Where was it?
could
Oh.
And ingesting an amount as small as only 21 milligrams could be enough to kill you.
Pufferfish are super poisonous. Almost up there with polonium.